Hi, my name's Iman Jackson, and I am a teacher at Seneca High School in Louisville, Kentucky, Jefferson County Public Schools. I am going to teach you about an amazing program called PAPER. It's an educational support system. It's late, it's great, and I think everybody should try it. So, PAPER's mission is to provide equitable, personalized, and scalable academic support that serves every member of your school community. And they mean that. They mean students and faculty and staff. The district, and this is JCPS's vision and JCPS's mission, to empower students to become future ready and positively impact the world. The district's mission: we will provide an equitable education for all students to be prepared for college and or a viable career path for a successful life. I'm okay with that. So, what is PAPER? At the beginning of the school year, there were a lot of actual paper flyers around the building, and they kept saying paper, paper. And at first, I just didn't get it. But then I took the time to read the flyer, and I realized that paper is an app for both students and teachers to use for tutoring and assignment review. It's pretty impressive. So, the paper experience. What are you going to see? What's going to happen? What's it going to feel like? You will have instant and unlimited 24-hour, 7-day a week tutoring capabilities. You need a tutor, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you can go to paper. If it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can go to paper. Also, very unique and helpful is that the chat feature allows conversations in English, French, and Spanish. I do believe they're working on Mandarin, and I know that there are plenty more languages that students speak in our schools because our schools are very diverse. But hopefully, these three languages will get some people's the help that they need. In addition to chat access, you can also get annotated essay review. I use that service with my students this school year, and it completely eliminated me having to read 140 essays before I actually graded the final. They did their review stage with the paper app tutor. All interactions recorded and transparent to the schools and districts, and we'll see that feature in play momentarily. And then last but not least, there's professional development opportunities and support for teachers. So even I can use the service. There's an app for that. I love when programs have an app that I can download and use on my phone. Don't you? It's real good stuff. So whether you have an Android, whether you have an iPhone, go to your app store, look for the little icon with the white P and the blue background, and download. It's a free download. And if you are like me, I use my phone almost as a computer, as a handheld. So you'll be able to quickly review things, see who turned something in, and things of that nature. So let's explore paper together. All right. What I encourage you to do at this time is find any assignment from your class where feedback would be helpful. Don't do something that requires overnight review. So please don't submit your essays right now. But for example, we could use this sample assignment here, where we would use this assignment and put it onto the side. But once we get into the paper app, we'll actually upload this assignment and then give the tutor some more background information so they know what we're trying to figure out. All right, so I'm on it. How about you? Where to find paper. So you want to go to the JCPS quick links and click on Clever. And for most computers, the quick links is up here in the top left corner. You'll just click on the quick links, then click on Clever. And then from there, I already have it downloaded. But here is the app. This is what it looks like over here in the bottom left corner, where I'm circling it with my my mouse. You may need to type the words paper in the search, and you'll see that I have done that before because it's the top thing on my search. And once you click on the icon, then you will go to uh, the actual app. I'm going to quickly get off of that because I did not mean to display anything privileged. So let's get back to the slides, and we will continue from there. All right. So there's 4 main steps to follow when performing the chat feature. First, you want to choose the area of support. That assignment that I had was English Language Arts. This one here attached is a math assignment. There's no limit to the type of assignments you can use. So it has various different classes up available, and those classes are already embedded. Just like Google Classroom already has the rosters and the courses, well, Paper has the same. So we don't have to do any kind of front loading. Secondly, you want to introduce yourself to the tutor because they'll say hi. And just like any other chat, you'll just say, hey, my name is Miss Jackson, and I have an assignment I'd like a little bit of help on. I'm confused about. And you want to try to be specific with what your concern is. So encourage your students. If they completely, totally don't get it and they're like, I'm dumbfounded on this entire process, that's fine. But one thing's for certain, the paper app is not going to give the answer. So students will have to be actively engaged in what they want to know. Okay. When you're in the paper app, you will have to agree to a code of conduct, of course, being respectful and, no plagiarizing and refraining from use of personal information, being shared. And this is the screen that shows what I was talking about with regard to the different courses for the chat. And for the paper review, you will click on the assignment topic so that it directs you in the right way. The way I see it is if a tutor specializes in Spanish, then they're likely going to be the tutor for Spanish. All right, check out the chat here. One of my students asked today, is it a real person or is it a bot? It's actually a real person. How do I know? Well, because the paper company tells me so, and I believe it. So in this instance, this student was talking to a Macrina, and she is able to help that student with Spanish. Okay, and you'll see that there's a chat box down at the bottom where the student can communicate, and everything that is communicated is recorded on a transcript. So remind your students to be appropriate and respectful. Okay, this is a real student that I work with at my school, and you will see that he is actually using the paper app. The screen on the left, the picture on the left is the image that has the various different classes. He was actually working on a math assignment, so he would select math. And then the right side picture, you see that he's beginning to type. He was typing, I need help with this stuff. I think that's exactly what he said, or I don't understand this stuff. So he was beginning to communicate directly with the tutor. I also have a copy of the actual chat transcript. Um, I just copy and pasted it off of the page, just so you could get an idea of what the communication is like. Okay, so the tutor's up here. He's got a picture image. And then you'll see that the student uploaded a screenshot of the problem he was confused about. It's a very difficult functions and inequalities and all types of things I don't really know a lot about. And so the communication between he and the tutor went back and forth. And there might be a little off due to me just copying and pasting it onto a Word or a Google Doc. But you can see here where the tutor is communicating with the scholar. And I know for a fact that that scholar was kind of perturbed because he just wanted the answer. He had used up all of his free trials on his Google take a picture and get the answer. And so he was really trying to find a get the answer quick method. And this is not that, but this paper app will help the student to go through the problem and hopefully walk away with some one, feeling much more accountable, and two, feeling much more knowledgeable. And you see here, the scholar is giving a picture of the work that he's already done, And once again, the tutor is communicating with the scholar. By the end of this conversation, believe it or not, the scholar had the answer. And the tutor never gave the scholar the correct answer. He confirmed that it was correct, but he never just said, here's what you do. Take a picture, copy it. Okay, last couple of slides here. This is an actual conversation that I had with a student today. I know that I can see on my teacher page that she has taken advantage of the paper app many times. So I wanted to get some feedback from her. So I asked her a couple of questions. One question, would you recommend this app to another student and why? And she said, I think I'd recommend this app for how well organized it is. Has different categories for every class, plus there's not a lot you have to do in order to use it. It was way more motivating to get on that than having to use Google Classroom. Another question I asked was, for which classes did you use it? And she said, I had a lot of health assignments and reading assignments on there. The only thing I haven't done is math. Well, we know math works because we did math today. And health is in the sciences. And I know other schools have other programs like veterinary science or chemistry, any of those. There's really no limit to what a student or a teacher can use with regard to the tutor's help. So keep in mind that you can do it. You can become a master of the paper app. You can teach your students how to use it so that they can have more control and more say in their own acquisition of information, and it just teaches them how to be more resourceful and be proactive in their learning. So I hope you learned a little something from this presentation. If you have any questions or concerns, my name is Iman.Jackson at jefferson.kyschools.us. Thank you.